Okay, folks, first we're going to start off with, as again, this is a Toy News Illustrated website, and we're going to start off with Masters of the Universe first. There's the Masterverse figure Fisto. My thoughts, look like he has a new weapon, and the head, with the exception of the gray in his beard, is reminiscent of that extra head he had for Masters of the Universe Classics. And I see something new. Something must have happened to Fisto in battle. Now, not only does he have a bionic hand, but now he has a bionic arm to go with his bionic hand. I can't wait to see what's the storyline behind that. And let's see, let's go to the next picture. Skeletons. Now that's the Masterverse. Now you have, remember, these guys came with the Masters of the Universe Classics Roton figure. Now you have another one right here. So this guy, now you can have two Skeleton figures in your collection now. It's a Filmation Hordak. I think this is, yes, a Masterverse. And look at this little object right here. Is that Imp? His sidekick transformed into some kind of object, whatever that's supposed to be. And there's an up-close version of him. Skeleton again. And this is right here is Turtles of Grayskull Skull Rattler figure. Not sure what's going on here with the extra snake popping out of his head. But that's supposed to be Rattler. There's another picture from another angle. Mechanic, Turtles of Grayskull Mechanic. And cool design there. But here's my favorite reveal of the Masters of the Universe of any, whether it be Origins or the Mundo series or Masterverse. This is the Snake Fortress right here. I'm not sure who this new character is going to be. Is that the Ghost of Lady Slither? I'm not sure. It looked like King Hiss right there. That's the inside of it. You see Squeeze right there, look like Tongue Lasher right there. You see stairs right there. There they got King Grayskull trapped right there. And look at how instead of chains, they're using snakes to constrict his hands together. That's pretty cool right there. What shocked me about this playset is it's very large. And He-Man is contained in, I guess it's supposed to be some kind of prison for the heroes right there. I'm surprised at how large the playset looks. We're still looking at the inside of the playset right here. And you see that little machine, big machine rather. It was meant to be a vehicle, but that never got made back in the past. And you see another one of the newer Origin characters right there. And there's the, looks like a skeletal version of Lady Slither. I'm not sure who this character is. I'm sure she's got a skull face, but the hair of Lady Slither right there. And is this supposed to be Lady Slither as a ghost or something, or not? Well, can't wait to see what the storyline is behind that. There's the outside of the castle, Snake Castle, and see Lady Slither right there. Look at that window, nice window. And there's the other side right there, the snake lair. And there's another one of the snake men right there, Lord Grasp. That's his name. And there's the head, the front entrance again. Look at how large this thing is. Didn't know it was that large. From the concept art that we saw, had no idea this thing was this huge. It's like it's, you see it, I remember seeing it side by side somewhere on the internet. I think it was from a toy video, or someone had I don't know how they did it, but it looks like it's half the size of the Eternia playset. Yeah, it's a cool entranceway. You got the chains holding the gate down. I guess you can, and then you got a door right there. I mean, metal door right there. That's pretty cool looking right there. There it is. Look at how large it is. There's the full shot of it right there. It's amazing how large this thing is. Let me zoom in on it with my camera, as I'm using my computer. I got my camcorder recording my computer screen. You get a closer shot of how big it is. Alright. And let's see, lots of other images too. It's amazing. I see my camcorder is starting to run low on battery life, so not on battery life, on space I think. So I'm gonna have to cut this part short after a while, about a few more. I got a few minutes left on this one. I see I got the battery logo with the slashing sign, but most of these pictures of what you already seen anyway. They are repeat. I'll try to go through them as fast as I can before my battery dies out. I think that's the showing me that I don't have much space left on my recorder, on my camera, rather than a battery. I'm going to try to show you all the pictures that they're showing. If I'm going too fast, I apologize. I'm trying to make sure you see all the pictures before my battery runs out. I have 3 minutes left right now. And if I'm going too fast, I apologize. You can pause any image you want to see. There's 95 pictures in all. I'm trying to make sure you see all 95 of them. Well, now my computer is starting to show gray pictures at the bottom. I'm not sure. Now my computer is acting up right now. It did that the other day. It's one reason I hadn't made too many videos lately. There we go. I'm not sure if that's the computer or me. There's Skeletons again. You saw Blade, Fisto, Masterverse Fisto. On picture number 72 right now. There's a snake lair again. Look at how large that thing is. And 2 minutes left. Almost have all of them. But the snake lair is what I like best about San Diego 2024 Comic-Con when it comes to Masters of the Universe. You see the insides of the castle. I'm assuming that's probably what the packaging is going to look similar to. The outer packaging is more likely going to have artwork that they always have, that nice artwork that Master Universe is known for. Rattle Trap is a vehicle, like it can separate from the fortress and become its own vehicle. That's pretty cool right there. Oh, there's the picture I was talking about earlier. Do you see how it is next? It's not that much smaller than the Eternia playset. That thing. I mean, there's the picture I was talking about right here. Let me look at that. There's the Eternia playset, and there's the Snake Fortress. Okay, now we're down to 1 minute, folks. Charge up and get ready to show you the next segment. Okay, on to G.I. Joe Classified. This is one of my favorites right here, shown at Comic-Con this year. If not my favorite G.I. Joe Classified reveal, the Dreadnought known as Road Pig and his pet bull dog, Raucus, however you say that. I don't know how to pronounce that. But it looks pretty cool to see the dog have an extra head. The villain himself has an extra head, and it's one of the larger Joe figures, even bigger than Sergeant Slaughter. It looks like it. He's a big guy right there. Would be a fun action figure to have. Click, and now it's loading a little bit slower right now. There's one of the I forget who that is right there. It's a Cobra. That's part of the Cobra jet that's about to be made. I think it's in crowdfunding. Look at the detail in the engines. Look at the wiring and all that when you open it up. That's pretty cool right there. The extra figures are supposed to come with this thing too. Look at all the accessories. Look at the missiles, and that's pretty cool. Can't wait to see how much this thing is going to cost. Look at the details right there. It's pretty cool. These are figures that are going to be with the Cobra plane. It's Baroness and some couple of more pilots there. I don't know their names. Baroness comes with a regular head also. There's one of the pilots right there in the cockpit. It even has lights. I didn't know that glowing. That's pretty cool. Definitely have to put this on my wish list. It has lights, and red lights and blue lights, flashing lights. And there's some more new reveals right there, new figures right there. Male and a female character right there. There's the Baroness right there with a helmet on. And there's Baroness again. Shorter hair this time. And there she is without the glasses. Pretty cool. I think this Baroness figure might be even better than the original Baroness figure, at least as far as looks are concerned. Face details. Let's see. Danger. Jet. Can't see what that last word is. And you see the symbols. It's pretty cool. And the flame supposed to come out of there. I guess it's warning people about the danger of the flame coming out of the back of the engine. It's pretty cool. Got little instructions on it, just like a real plane would, like a real vehicle. Look at the details right there. Jet fuel only. Fuel tank right there. And there's some more. I forgot these characters' names. They're new. Got a detail on the side. Engine open on the side. Rescue sign right there. This is pretty cool. And got a detailed map of LED LD light shining. That's pretty cool. That's pretty awesome. There's Baroness with her original look right there. The inside of the cockpit from a bird's eye view. And you got the radars and everything on the side. And look at the glow, the pilot inside. Look, that's pretty cool right there. There he is with the hood of the cockpit open. And there he is unmasked right there, the pilot, one of the pilots. Cobra pilots. And there's a little battle going on there. Semper Fidelis Serpens. Not sure what that's about, but it's a Cobra symbol, however. Cobra Airborne 84th Squadron, the Fly Swatters. Fearsome Fangs CFC Tank Smashers. Decals, I'm not sure if they come with the toys or being displayed or what. I'm not sure what that is. What those were, rather. There's more digital drawings. This guy is pretty new right here. Condor, I think his name is Condor, if I'm not mistaken. One of Zartan's brother, I remember him. What was his name? Forgot his name. But he's Zartan and Zorana's brother. And there's, I'm assuming those are more, that's a female Cobra soldier right there on a jet wing pack. Here's a 2-pack right here. This Falcon, that's Falcon. I didn't know that was Falcon. And a new character named Quarrel, a new female character. Known by Quarrel. I have no idea. I've never seen this character before. This female character right here. Sorry about that. Zoom in. When I first saw her, I thought it was, without seeing a name, I was thinking to myself it was a variant of Scarlet. I was thinking maybe this might be a new version of Scarlet, but that's not Scarlet at all. It's a totally different character. I'm not sure where this character comes from. I used to watch the G.I. Joe cartoon from the 80s all the time, and I'm not sure who is she. She must come from the comic books or something. I'm not familiar with this guy neither. I'm sure he looks like a Joe. It has a Cobra symbol. It's rock and roll. You already have him in the collection. Dr. Mindbender, Cobra Soldier. Oh, those are for. Oh, these are for the 3-inch Joes. Law and Order. Now it's going back to the classified again. There they are again. Yeah, Falcon and Quarrel. 2-pack. There's Quarrel again. And there's the... He's a Cobra, by the way. I think his name is Condor. And let me see the names up here. They do have the names up at the top of the screen. Yes, Xandar is Zartan's brother name. I had forgot his name. That's the back of the new guy. He can use his wings. I didn't know he could do that. I didn't know he could use his wings to shield himself from attacks. And there he is without his hood on his head. And there he is right there, and he's in regular size packaging. Raptor, Cobra, Chip Raptor, Talon, and General Ledger. Oh, I don't know where I got the name Condor from. I thought his guy name was Condor. It's Chip Raptor is his name, but his code name. So Talon and General Ledger. Now I don't know what is his real name after all. Is it General Ledger? Talon? Well, you just mainly know he's a flying character. There's Cobra Commander. There's the big guy again. What, Road Pig is his name? And his dog, his pet dog. One thing that I love about G.I. Joe Classified, it's not just happening in Classified, it's happening in Marvel Legends too. You're seeing guns now having their fire projectiles on guns now. You don't just have the guns anymore. Now you have like steam after someone shoots, like right there, and you have the laser fire coming out of the guns right now. You can attach them to the projectiles now come with the figures guns now, and a lot of toy lines now. It'd be nice if they would have did that in the past. Look at there, like the bullet right there, and there's the shot firing. And it's perfect for toy photography, for those of us who love to do toy photography. There's another 2-pack right there. I'm not sure whether those are Joes or Cobras. I'm assuming G.I. Joes. I don't see the Cobra. Steel Corps Commander versus Twilight Guard. Oh, it's versus. One is G.I. Joe and one is Cobra. So I'm assuming this is G.I. Joe and this is Cobra right here. Never seen those guys. Oh yes, these are another one of my favorite G.I. Joe reveals. These anonymous named soldiers with the camouflage. And they come with the bushes, to camouflage themselves with the bushes. These Joe soldiers. That's one of them right there, female. And they can hide behind these little bush outfits that come with them. And snipers. You can buy multiples of these and make different people. It's pretty cool. Can't wait to get these. This is another one of my favorites right here that was shown at the show. And look at those see-through goggles that she is wearing right there. That's pretty neat. At least it looks like they're see-through from where I'm looking. There's her suitcase to keep her weapons in right there. And there's disguise. And there's a disguise thing right there where they can disguise themselves, keep enemies from seeing them. Falcon again. There is another pick of those. Hiding in the bushes. They're snipers, okay, alright, because only snipers do things like that. Got these airborne characters right here falling out of a plane. Nice pictures taken by Toy News International here. Especially for the G.I. Joe Classified figures. I love these backgrounds they're using for these figures. And let's see, there's another one of the sniper characters right there. Look at that green camouflage paint on his face. There's Falcon again, and along with the new character Quarrel. And this guy's name is, this is an anonymous character, by the way, I think. It's not a specific character. Starduster, a new character. Not familiar with Starduster. It looks like a pretty cool action figure. He's one Joe character I'm not familiar with also. Even though I used to watch the cartoon a lot back in the day. The Joe cartoon from the 1980s. And those missile projectiles. There's Quarrel again. And look at that. They made where the looks like actual fire almost. It's pretty cool. And about 10 more pictures. And blue laser right there coming out of the... Look at that glow right there. That blue laser was coming out of that gun earlier, and look at that. That's pretty cool how it shines. Like they're being attacked from the back by this vehicle in the back. That's pretty cool right there. And the missiles. And a radar inside the radar. You see the pilot in the cockpit. Bird's eye view. Look like his hands are holding on to the gears or the handles. And see how it looks from inside the cockpit while up in the air. Instead of the clouds in the background. There he is on land. On land again with his helmet in his hand. Not sure whether they can remove the helmets. Are the helmets removable, or they're just separate heads that you replace them with, helmeted heads. Not sure, but this is the last picture right here, folks. This is all that was seen. That's it for G.I. Joe. Now on to the next toy line. Okay, folks, let down. Let's look at the next toy line. I guess it'll be WWE Mattel. But before we continue, if you want to look at, know how to get to all the San Diego Comic-Con stuff on your own, you can just go to Toy News SI and just type in the search engine. Go to the search engine right here, and all I did was I typed in SDCC, and that's what it pulled up, and pull up all the San Diego Comic-Con features. You see Street Fighter, the Jada Toy Street Fighter figures there. You see Ken and Chun-Li, Cobra Commander right there. Once was a man figure. Toy Forces Comedy on the website. There's the not Eternia, but the Snake Lair again. Ghostbusters. Before we look at the wrestlers, how about Ghostbusters real quick? Click on that. And these figures are going to be pretty expensive. These are going to be supposed to be 1/12 scale figures. We showed you the first 4 figures of Mundo's new line of 1/12 real Ghostbusters figures this past week at the SDC. The first 2 packs to be released include Peter versus Sam Hine, I guess was how you say it, and Egon versus Boogeyman. My apologies, that's me. I'm just reading the information on the top of the page. And there's a video right there by Pixel Dan. And there's Boogeyman right there along with Egon. That's the Boogeyman and Egon 2-pack they're referring to. I remember watching this cartoon when back in the, I think it was 1990s or 80s, the real Ghostbusters. And if you've seen the cartoon, episodes with the Boogeyman, he was one scary character, I tell you. There he is right there. He's going to be in a 2-pack with Egon. There's Peter. Not sure who that character is right there with the pumpkin characters. Peter Venkman again. Egon and Boogeyman in the background. Side view of Boogeyman. That's not Slimer, but a Slimer look-alike at the bottom. Yes, I may consider buying these figures. You probably could mix these figures up with your Hasbro Ghostbusters or with your Mattel Ghostbusters. They look like they may fit in well with those Hasbro and Mattel figures. There's Slimer right there. Cartoon Slimer. See, they got him a little stand where you can stand on. Ghostbuster traps they're known for trapping the ghosts inside. Still don't know who that pumpkin character is. Okay, yes. Another ghost right there. Looks like they're just repeating shots of the same figures. I'm gonna go to the next toy line. Go back. There's see, I'm gonna go back to the wrestling as I mentioned earlier. The WWE Mattel figures, Power Rangers, and more G.I. Joe classified interviews. AEW figures. Let's check out the AEW figures real quick. Some of them. There's John Moxley right there. Remember when he used to be in the WWE? And that's Series 18. I do not recognize no one in this picture except for Samoa Joe. And there's, who is that supposed to be? Adam Copeland. A new female character, Willow Nightingale. Christian Cage. Adam Copeland again. Sir Strickland. Kill Switch, a character named Kill Switch. I'm not sure who that is. Ricky Starks. They already have a figure of him, but they're going to make another one. There's Willow Nightingale again. I'm sure the Willow Nightingale is going to have a different mold than most of the figures, wrestling figures. This is mostly Jazzwares now, though these are, I'm not sure what those are. But I guess that's it for the AEW figures. I guess that's mostly Jazzware merchandise, I guess. There's Hello Kitty merchandise, that's what that is. And back to the, oh, that was an advertisement. So they're gonna make figures of all these people right here that you see in this picture. Hey, is that what's her name from WWE? Sasha Banks? I think that is. She moved to AEW. Like a lot of that is Sasha Banks, I think. I recognize those glasses. But she always wear those glasses like that. And she's no longer. I keep forgetting. I think she moved to. Hadn't been keeping up with wrestling lately, but I think she moved to AEW. She's no longer. That is Sasha Banks. She's no longer associated with WWE, if I'm not mistaken. And there's, I'm assuming that's what her action figure is going to look like. Her AEW, her first AEW action figure. And there's some Hello Kitty merchandise. Okay. Now I'm going to go to another toy line. See the Street Sharks by Mattel. See if I can get my thoughts on those. Oh, here we go, the WWE Mattel figures. Well, this is just 6 images, but that car looks magnificent. I think I'm gonna get that myself. A female wrestler right there. I'm not sure who that is. There's a variant of the same character, I believe. Those 1950 style clothing they're wearing right here. Looks like something that attire looks something right out of the 1950s. You see Rey Mysterio right there. And pardon that noise, that's just my computer pop-up, making them pop-up sounds. go back and look at the Mega Man figures coming out. Well, really, Jada Toys, really. I'm sorry, I get Jada Toys and Jazzwares mixed up because they both start with the letter J, but I keep thinking that the Street Fighter figures are Jazzwares, but they're not. Street Fighter figures are Jada Toys, whereas there's a Scooby-Doo setup right there. Zoom in on that. You see Shaggy in the middle. I wonder, is that diorama, sorry for bumping to my camcorder, is that diorama available, or is that just part of the show? But we'll find out. It would be nice if it's available. You can use several action figures for that. Back there, but we'll find out. I'm not sure, is that just for the send it for the con, or is that really an available piece? As Akuma makes his first appearance in the Street Fighter Jada Toy series, as you can see. And there are some more Street Fighter figures that were shown also. NECA with their booth. Mesco Toys. WWE panel again. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm watching my computer screen rather than watching my camera. I need to be watching my camera, so I won't be off track. Dick Tracy. It looks like it is. Mesco Toys Dick Tracy figures. Interesting. So they're going to come out with some figures of Dick Tracy. For many of you who do not know who Mr. Detective Tracy is, a detective in a yellow trench coat. He's just that, a detective. Look at all the cool movie figures Mesco Toys are coming out with. The Goonies, Chucky. Lots of cool stuff. Scooby-Doo. Again, Scooby-Doo Deluxe box set. And then you get Scooby, Fred, Shaggy. See the whole gang except for Velma rather. This is NECA's booth right here. There's Dick Tracy. Dick Tracy versus Flat Top. Flat Top, the name of the villain. And he's like going to come with cloth goods also. 20 of 32. Lots of horror figures. NECA always has lots of horror figures and movie figures. I'm sorry, this is not NECA. This is Mesco Toys. I'm sorry. Mesco Toys, not NECA. They both make similar types of figures. They both specialize in movie figures and horror figures. Except NECA really doesn't focus that much on superhero figures as much. Mostly they focus mostly on movie figures and horror figures. And here's a Knight Rider version. I guess you could say, if you're familiar with the old NBC show Knight Rider, you know Kit. You should know who Kit is, and Kit is the name of Michael Knight's car that talks. And is this supposed to be Kit as a robot, in robot form? Or is this just a random transformer that looks like Kit? Because it does say Knight Rider, Agent Knight, Autobot Agent Knight on there. And there he does. That does look like Kit. And from Knight Rider. And it does says Transformers X Knight Rider at the top. Knight Rider Agent Knight reveal. So makes me wonder, could we be looking at a Knight Rider Transformer crossover where Kit becomes a robot, that he's not just a talking car anymore, where he's now a robot also? That would be cool if that happened. Hiya Toys. See what they got. Not many images here, just 3 images. Starship Enterprise from Star Trek. Mostly Star Trek figures. Okay, that's all you have there. And Marcel Company. nacelle rather. This is a toy company that's not very well known by many people. He's one of these independent companies, but look like one of the biggest brands they're making right there is Sectors. Many of you remember Sectors from the 1980s. That was a toy line that came out in the late 1980s, if I'm not mistaken, or mid 80s. Sectors, right around the time of He-Man, G.I. Joe, Transformers. Sectors came out, and this toy line is called, I guess, Cowboys of Moo Mesa. And lots of weird toy lines. I'm sure all familiar with the biker mice of Mars. I'm sure many of you are familiar with those. Heard of them before. They're making those. More biker mice of Mars figures right there. And this is just a picture of someone behind a glass case looking at more figures there. Cool looking robots right there. And there's more Sectors right there. Right here, the male and the lead female character of the franchise right there. And there was also a Sectors comic book back in made by Marvel Comics back in the 1980s. For those of you that might be interested in Sectors and learning about the franchise. A lot of cool reveals at San Diego Comic-Con. Street Fighter, G.I. Joe, Masters of the Universe, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. All kind of great stuff, and I'm finna call it a wrap, folks. That's my armchair coverage of San Diego Comic-Con. I wish I could be there in person myself. One day I wish I could join the festivities myself in person, but instead I'm giving you as they say, armchair coverage of the event from my personal computer, and giving my thoughts on what I think about certain reveals from certain toy lines. But if you want to browse more information yourself on the 2024 San Diego Comic-Con, you can by going to toynewssi.com. toynewssi.com. That's where I'm at right now, and that's the website I use for most of my coverage, if not all of my coverage for this video. And speaking of this video, folks, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Everyone have a blessed day, and we'll see you in the next video.